Welcome to the ActiveTracks instructional video series. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to view reports and how to filter those reports. So from your home screen, you usually have green boxes here in the center. If you don't have one saying reports for quick access, we can give you that, so just give us a call. But this is a quick and easy box to see if you have any newly posted reports. If you've got any drafts or saved reports that haven't been ordered yet that you're holding and then want to go back and process, you can find those here. Any pending reports, you can click on those, and actually even in pending status, we can set it so that you can see any completed research components even if the entire report is not complete yet. But that's just kind of a quick indicator access box. The way to make sure that you see all reports is to hover over the blue menu bar saying reports. The very first option is checked individuals list. We'll select that. This is where you're going to see your page that's going to have three green tabs at the top. So under our general reporting tab, it's the very first tab, you'll see all reports that you've ordered. Okay, these are reports that have not yet been archived. So you would see these in alphabetical order, but you can hover over any status bar at the top and select, for example, last update, and you'll see you'll see it reorder and reorganize all the reports so that you would see the most recent date showing up now. Also, as you scroll across the top, you'll see who the user is that ordered this particular report. So in our example, this is just a demo database. The single user has ordered all reports, but if you've got different users being different hiring managers, you would see who ordered which report here. And remember that we can set permissions. So if a particular user should only see their reports, we can set up gates to access which reports. So also over on the far right-hand side, you'll see some billing identifiers. This is where if you've got cost codes for your company, maybe different branch offices have different cost codes, you can enter those in and you would see them here. So in this scenario, all these top reports don't have any, but maybe later down in the system, you'll see that there's a couple of cost codes typed in under these individuals. So as we scroll to the bottom of this page, you'll see at the very bottom there's a select all option. So that would be used if you wanted to select each of the reports, which you can do individually, or if you don't want to select them individually, you want to select all, for example, and then you'll see that all of those boxes have been checked. Okay, we're going to deselect all in this scenario, but let's say that you want to view or print a report. You can do that. Let's select one report. You would click the radio button for view and print, and then you would hit execute. Okay, we're not going to do that, but just as an example of all the features here. This is also a location where you can add criminal active tracking for a number of reports. So we would click that radio button. If you hover over and click the actual item itself, it has a pop-up box that gives you some instructions. So it's actually clicking the radio button, and then we're going to order criminal active tracking, for example, on these two individuals, we would click execute. Okay, so we can also remove criminal active tracking. So if those employees were terminated and you did not want to track them anymore, you can come back in here and do multiple orders at the same time. All right, another great feature is if you have used ActiveTracks portal for your I-9 storage and management system, you can print all of those I-9s in one big swoop. So if you had cost codes or branch offices that you've denoted over here and you only want to order I-9s for a particular cost code, we would filter by, for example, A007, click the print I-9 document and then hit execute. All of those under A007 would then flow into one PDF document that would be perfect for you to give an auditor. So we can help you with that, so call us for assistance if you need help with printing in mass. Okay, but back up at the top, you'll see there's other filter options on our second tab. So this is where you can filter by complete or pending or draft orders. You can also filter, by example, the A007 cost code, for example. If you want to apply that filter change, we're going to click that. There you go. All the A007 employee orders that we have are listed here. So as we go back to the top, the filter search screen, you can also filter by a selected date range. There's a lot of features here. So you can also reset the form, okay, to clear any filters that you have applied. All right, and now the third tab at the top are viewing options. This is where our system defaults to the HTML view, which we like because it's interactive. You can type in notes as a hiring manager. You can download adverse and pre-adverse action letters. You can add the I-9 for hired employees. You can add active tracking monitoring with one-click option in the actual report. However, if you don't like that, you can select a default view for a PDF, and we would encourage you to use the color PDF because our status bars do denote hits on a criminal history in red. So we would encourage you to use red. But this is where you can preset your default to view in a particular mode. Okay, so that's a quick example of how to use the Reports Filtering and Reports View tab. If you have any questions, feel free to call us at 1-800-311-6075 or log on to ActiveTracks.net to view additional instructional videos.